So Enduro e-bikes are really cool, but are they even worth your money in 2024? That is the main question that I'm looking to answer in this video. I also want to go over why I might be selling my Enduro e-bike in 2025. So if you're interested in these bikes at all, listen up because this video might change your mind about Enduro e-bikes. But before we get into it, if you haven't already, make sure to go ahead, hit that like button, leave a nice comment down below. Most importantly, subscribe for that YouTube algorithm so you can help this channel reach 10,000 subscribers. We're so close, and let's get right into it.
All right, so I'm looking to take you guys to a spot where we can set this bike down and just go over it because I've added so much to it. It's changed so much over the last few years. I just want to talk about it, man, because this thing, it's exciting me, man. It's a great bike. Let's get it. Okay, yeah, this is probably as good of a spot as it gets, far away from people, so I don't gotta have people hear me talking. So shut this thing down. So yeah, this is my Enduro e-bike, man. After all these years, added quite a few upgrades to it. And for those of you who are new here, I'm just gonna go over this thing. This is a 72 volt, 1200 watt electric motorcycle, essentially. They're called Enduro e-bikes, but I mean, I got pegs on it. These are fucking lackluster. I think they have a terrible design. I'll talk about that in a second, but yeah, basically electric motorcycle, custom built. You can build them yourselves. I have plenty of build videos on my channel, so you can check those out after you're done with this video, because the information that I'm going to share in this video is important if you're interested in these bikes. Yeah, man, we got dual suspension. Rear wheel is, I think, like 24 inches, and then the front is like 26, so sort of a little bit staggered, bit of a mullet, so like typical motorcycle wheel stuff. D&M rear suspension, Zoom front suspension. We got a 72 volt 40 amp hour battery in this thing, so pretty nice. I recently added this nice matte black wrap here, which I think looks excellent, especially from like this angle. It's just looks clean, man. I love it. Going up to the handlebars here, added a few new things. We got our horn button, turn signals, light, which works pretty well. It's not the best, but it is nice to have on here. My favorite feature, you can see this on-off button right here. So that's a built-in fan, and I'm gonna leave that on when I'm riding later in the video because that's gonna help keep our motor nice and cool. And speaking of motor, it's a 3000 watt, not the QS205, which is a 5000 watt, not the QS273. And the reason I'm down to a 3000 watt is mostly because the only other motor I have is the 8000 watt, which weighs like 45 pounds. So it's so heavy that it's just like, I just don't really like riding the bike with it, especially with this frame. So I mean, I downgraded, also mostly because it's a motor that I already had. So that's why I'm using this motor, because I already had it, right? I'm not gonna buy a new one that's a little bit better just and spend all that extra money. And it works well. It will get a little bit hot, but so I actually turned down the power a little on this bike, but it's still plenty powerful enough for me. And yeah, new Shimano M7 something brakes. They're great. They stop this bike pretty well. So yeah, excited about this thing. And I think the main question in this video is, are these Enduro e-bikes relevant in 2024? Is it still worth it to get an Enduro e-bike in 2024, 2025, whenever you're watching this video? I mean, I made a YouTube short about this. You can go check it out. These are very popular bikes. They've been around for a while. And I mean, they got a cult following, you know, people love Enduro e-bikes. It's a great platform, I think. But recently you got lots of new bikes coming out. I mean, that I've seen, right? You got the Tulare MX-5, you got like the Solar Eclipse e-bike, just all of these crazy bikes that are sort of around this bike's price range that almost just seem better, like for the price. It's like, okay, you know, you spend $5,000 on one of those bikes. It's just so well put together. So it's like, is it worth it to do one of these builds anymore? And I'd probably say yeah. I mean, I think I put this bike together for about 4 grand. I probably put about 5 grand into it at this point, and that just includes me like swapping out parts and just adding to it. But like, you could build a solid one of these for like 4 grand, you know, $3,500 if you really know what you're doing, maybe like $3,000. And these things are great. I mean, they're solid, they last a long time, great performance, better than any like Sur-Ron or anything, right? And yeah, I definitely think it's still worth it to do one of these builds, because I don't think they're gonna lose popularity anytime soon. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, as we progress with e-bike tech and everything, these enduro e-bikes will also just get better and better, right? So yeah, I definitely think it's still worth it to do, because you're you know, if you're building one in 2028, you're going to be putting 28 tech on your enduro e-bike, right? So I think that's the great thing about these. That's the charm. The second thing I want to talk about was why I might be selling this specific bike in 2025, maybe later in 2024. You might be like, wow, if you love this bike so much, why would you sell it? And that's a good question. The reason I'd sell this bike is honestly because I want to do more build videos. And they take funding, you know, they take funding to do. It's gonna cost like $3,000 to do another e-bike build. Maybe if I wanted to get some like other e-bike and upgrade it, it costs money, right? So to do this YouTube channel, and that's the type of content people want to see. So it's great to have this bike. I could definitely make content about it, but because I've made so many videos about it in the past, there's just not so much to say about it. I'm gonna skirt out of here, I gotta be careful. Yeah, so there's just not so much for me to say about it anymore, just because I've made so many videos about enduro e-bikes that it's just like, and I'm a guy with a lot of hobbies, you got to keep in mind. I like the gym, I like to play basketball, I like building electric bikes and tinkering with things, but most importantly of all, I make videos. I make videos about all of them, and if this is getting in my way of making new videos that are going to bring in new viewers, that's going to be fun for me to make, I'm going to sell it and get some money for it, get some solid money for it, and I'm going to invest into some new projects. See, I've been looking into doing like new e-bike projects, right? Just seeing what's out there. Probably looking into getting like one of those Solial 1 e-bikes. I've been actually talking to the company, and I don't think they're out for everybody yet, but they're looking to send me one to review, which is awesome. So I'm looking to get one of those and then probably upgrade it, because I don't think anybody's upgrading those yet, because it's such a new bike, and they look great. They look great. It looks like a better version of maybe like the Razor MX 500s, which is awesome. I'm excited to do it. So yeah, looking to do some upgrades. I've also been looking into like K-trucks and stuff, and like those electric golf carts that kind of look like mini trucks and stuff, and thinking like, what if, you know, I want to expand from e-bikes and stuff. You got go-karts, that's what people have been recommending, but then also just like little mini car builds. Like you could take one of those electric golf cart trucks and like convert it to like a 72 volt 84 volt system, and that would be like, it would be stepping out of my boundaries, maybe a little out of my comfort zone, but it would be so much fun, like to do like a K-truck conversion to like electric, or like maybe even do like a electric minivan out of like some sort of golf cart, and then make like a mini camper or something like that. So anyways, yeah, I'm just putting it out there. I'm probably gonna end up selling this bike and just taking the money and reinvesting it into some new great projects for me and for you guys, and yeah, make some videos, inspire some more people. I'm gonna go down here. Woo! Okay. Yeah, these bikes are great. Handles this stuff, no problem. Oh yeah. What a great fucking bike. And I'll miss the Enduro e-bike for sure, but it's gotta go. It's gotta go. Anyway, is there anything else that I want to talk about? Not really. I think that's probably gonna be it for this video. I don't know if it's gonna make it to the 10 minutes or not. Oh, dude, we got a couple Sir Ronsters here. Yo! Yo, that was a sick wheelie. It's called an Enduro e-bike. Is that a Talaria or what is that? Talaria X6. Oh, that's sick. Can I get some video? I'm doing a YouTube video right now. Yeah, sure. For my channel. Really? Sick. Yeah, let me see it, man.
How fast that go?
It goes about 60.
Sick.
Yeah. Let me get some rolling shots of you. Oh, that's sick. Hey! Yo, that was so fire.